G'day motorheads and welcome to the video, and welcome to the Ducati Diavel V4. So, what has Ducati done with the V4? Well, they've completely updated this motorcycle with a new frame to accommodate their V4 Gran Turismo engine. Now, the new bike comes with an 1158cc engine, which is actually smaller than the original 1260 V-twin, but it does shed a whole 13 kilos off the previous model. Now, this brilliant V4 engine produces around 168 horsepower and 126 newton meters of torque. Now, it produces that power in such a smooth, a really refined kind of way. Now, the test ride was primarily held in suburban back streets with a lot of stops and starts, but the throttle didn't feel snatchy at all. It still felt quite smooth even at slow speeds. And that's because of the sheer brilliance of this V4 engine from Ducati, which is derived from their MotoGP program. And the best part of this engine is that under 4,000 revs and at idle, it shuts off the rear two cylinder banks. So Ducati say that it saves fuel consumption as well as radiant heat for the rider. But therefore why it still feels like a twin cylinder motorcycle is at low speeds and through city traffic. This thing is easy and smooth. It's almost sort of docile and really easy to ride at slow speeds. And the transition from 2 cylinders to 4 cylinders is absolutely seamless. Even noticing when you're slowing down at speeds and going back to 2 cylinders, you really don't know any difference. This bike is just smooth all the way through. There's a 6-speed gearbox with a full up and down quick shifter, which worked really well, but it did help on the downshifts to completely shut off the throttle at low speeds to shift down smoothly. The handling and flickability of this bike is absolutely brilliant. With the upside down forks at the front and the monoshock in the rear, this thing feels and handles more like a sports bike than a cruiser. And of course, all the suspension is fully adjustable both front and rear. The braking system worked really well on the Diavel, with Brembo twin 330mm discs with 4 piston calipers at the front and a single 265mm disc on a 2 piston caliper at the rear. It gave plenty of feel and bite through the levers. The stylish rear end is a real feature of the bike. From the big and wide rear tyre mounted on a single sided swing arm, the brake lights that are mounted just under the tail, as well as the passenger foot pegs which really fold up out of the way, keeping that rear end unobstructed and nice and clean. The quad stacked exhaust system to me also looks really good on this bike, but Akrapovic do a full aftermarket race system where the 4 pipes are actually mounted lower in the bike in a row instead of having that quad stacked system you see on the standard motorcycle. There's a full colour 5-inch TFT display which looks absolutely brilliant, and you can also pair it up to your phone. You get a full range of ride modes, as well as there's traction control, wheelie control and cornering ABS. The ergonomics for me is another big tick with this bike. It has a very neutral, upright, comfortable riding position. Now the fuel tank has a really nice shape to it as it comes back towards the rider, and I felt I could really tuck my knees in there and feel really at one with the motorcycle, nice and comfortable and planted. And if anything, I felt like I was sitting in the motorcycle as one more than sitting on the motorcycle. And there's a perfect seat height of around 790mm, so getting your feet down on this bike is easy no matter what your height. So when you look at the Ducati Diavel, it almost looks like it would be big and heavy and chunky and sort of hard to handle, but nothing could be further from the truth. As I said earlier, this thing has the handling and the agility of a sports bike more than a cruiser. Now the Ducati Diavel is a premium bike and at a premium price. But I do think it's that one motorcycle that you can have in your garage that covers a lot of bases. It can be smart, it can be sophisticated, it can be fun, and it can be very devious if need be. The Ducati Diavel is a brilliant motorcycle, and to me this bike is kind of like decadence on two wheels. So motorheads, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you to Fraser Motorcycles in Concord for allowing me to ride the bike and for hosting the Ducati Diavel Ride Day. As always, I'd be so interested to hear what you think, so please leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the bike or anything else I may have discussed in this video. All information and links will be down in the description. So motorheads, once again, thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on the road.